Hey guys, welcome to our review of... It's like I interrupted the burp. It went like a... Hey guys, welcome to our review of Kishiryu Sentai RyuSoulger, episode 29. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
Cinder Blaze.
And Makotoa.
Dudes, welcome back. We watched this episode yesterday because we were trying a new format. We'll tell you all about it at the end of this video. But, yeah. I very much like this episode. Aesthetically, like, we said it, or I suspected it in the watch-along, like, ooh, the fight choreography is different. This seems like a Sakamoto thing. And, lo and behold, I look it up and it's him. And I knew it was coming around soon, so I'm very pleased that he gets to pick up the mantle on Sentai for a little bit. Yeah, always love his work.
It was really good, and like it showed some of the acting chops from the actual actors, because they
like
were doing
the
some
stunt props or the I mean, it's not like standard acting chops. It's like
you're
it's
right.
Like active,
it's physical chops. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, you've got a lot of this.
Yeah. Melto doing that front flip was great.
Oh yeah,
didn't lose the wig.
We were saying it in the episode, but like these guys were earning their paycheck this week. But I actually really liked the gold stuff for once, and it was mainly because, you know, we always see him like surface level, trying to pick up a girl and like marry them, blah 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 blah, and it's like going through the motions with his stuff. But at the end, he realizes, wow, this person's really great, but I have to sacrifice my own happiness in order to, you know, protect the world, protect her, and then also, you know, just pretend that it didn't happen. Like, let the team know, oh, hey, yeah, she turned me down, instead of burdening them with the idea that, you know, their stuff, like the RyuSoulger responsibility, was what brought him back in. Because they were rooting for him, you know, to get married and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting twist on this very repetitive, I guess, theme that they keep throwing in, where he has a new girl every episode, it seems. But at the very least, at this point, he was the one who chose to kind of dump her rather than the girl dumping him, since he's the one who made the choice, hey, I'm not going to do this. And, I mean, I guess it's still her ultimatum that caused it, but...
Well, no, like, what I was saying is that he made that sacrifice to say, hey, I can't do this, and then tell the team, hey, she dumped me. Because they knew that he wanted to marry her and give up the life of RyuSoulger, and burdening them with the information that, oh, I chose RyuSoulger over that. Like, that he chose them over her, or he chose saving the world over her. Because they would, you know, they'd feel at least a little bit responsible.
I'm not sure if that... Whoa, Alex is gone.
Oh yeah, muted? I don't hear his audio.
Hello?
Hello, am I back?
Oh, there he is.
Welcome back.
Oh, that was awkward. So, like, I think, like, they generally do care about each other, like, a lot. Like, especially, like, after all, like, the fake hating they were doing before. They really didn't want, like, Kano to kind of, like, be forced to be on the team, even though he'd be much happier doing something else. It's not like, I don't think, like, the Earth is in, like, under much major threat that, like, they can't handle it themselves. I feel like they would resolve themselves, and, you know, they do have Kano's sister who could possibly take up the mantle, you know, if it ever comes to that. But, like, you know, the one thing that was kind of, like, holding me back from, like, actually just, like, enjoying, like, that whole, like, subplot is just, like, that chick kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, I know she came out
She
from, like...
really did. was like, they were recycling random stuff, and she's like, oh, I've never met someone I've had so much in common with. And then suddenly, let's get married. And then, like, when he tells her, sorry, I can't do this, and this is the reason I can't marry you, she's like, goodbye. It was it. That was all there was to their relationship. It was that you can't even be. No, there's nothing. It's just bye. See ya. I don't know. I mean, like, we've only got 22 episodes, 22 minutes to this episode to establish this relationship. So I guess I can, like, excuse how kind of silly it was that they just met, fell in love, we're gonna get married, and then we're like, wait, what? Never mind. Bye. Never gonna see you again.
And, like, honestly, I'm so, like, I appreciate, like, Melto just kind of, like, snitching on him to his sister's, like, you know what, I don't think he should go, you know, with this one chick he met for one episode. And, like, the chick and, like, most of Rex all kind of, like, you know, came together and just kind of, like, stopped him from doing so. But, you know,
you're not ready to get married yet. That's
yeah, they just told him
especially to a married woman.
Yeah.
Well, in a different universe.
Yeah, I know. Still has a shoe though. I mean, I get what you're saying, that it was rushed. It was a little forced, but, like, I think the main thing behind it, like what it was trying to convey was, like, he has been wanting to get married and settle down for so long, right? And he went against that goal. You know, it wasn't really about them and their relationship, which kind of seems a little weird to say. It was more about what Gold, like, who Gold was and what he wanted out of life. Yeah. And he was so close to getting something close to the life he wanted. And then giving it up, sacrificing it to be a RyuSoulger still. And I don't know, I really appreciated it. Like, however long they decided to play up the whole, you know,
it casts him a little less shallow.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know, I really appreciated the episode for it. I mean, it was rushed, definitely, but
want to talk about that subplot?
The dinosaur who didn't want to be thrown away?
Oh, there's that too, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about the armor.
Oh, boo.
The twist.
Yeah.
Oh, the twist. Oh, man. Nobody saw that coming, bro. It was nothing. I mean, nada. I can't believe it. This
it was
whole
nothing.
Time.
Zip. Nada. We have nada 3.
Yeah. It's not like...
Wait, hold on. Please, someone tell me that I'm not the only one that remembers that. Because I said it to... Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Fine. We'll talk about this afterward. Yeah, go ahead, Alex.
Go ahead, Michael.
I mean, I think it was funny that Mosa Rex was like, an enemy's approaching, and then, you know, you see this guy, like, washing his hands in the pond. Oh, hey, sorry for eavesdropping. Hi, Mosa Rex. I can hear you for some reason.
Because he just shit in the woods and was just wiping his hands.
It's always interesting to see him on screen, because I just feel like he belongs in a different show with the way he acts. Mm-hmm. But maybe it's just because Kanalo does seem a little stiff, but maybe that's just his role. I don't know. So we get the reveal. What my question is, why did he choose to attack Black and Green? What happened?
Nothing.
Oh, something weird on my screen happened.
It just said Corey's recording the call. That might mean that we dipped.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
We're good? Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. So pretty much, freaking Nada attacks... I mean, we didn't know it was him. Huh, did we? Green and Black. And I'm just wondering, why this episode? Why now? What was the purpose of it?
Because Sakamoto's directing and he wanted to do it.
Okay, I mean, the fight scenes were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved every minute of it. So I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering, what was the catalyst for this? Why did they make the reveal this episode?
Well, you know? Like, for Nada,
why did Nada be like, oh, hey, don't get on Kanalo's case. If he wants to quit the RyuSoulgers, you should let him. Like, isn't he supposed to be like on the armor side of like, oh hey, I'm supposed to find the strongest warrior? Why would you dissuade somebody from being a warrior?
Well, like his entire character up to this point was someone who couldn't become a RyuSoulger, so he's kind of doing everything in his power to become one. So when Kano was like, you know what, I might quit the team, he was like, oh, that's something I can use. I can take a spot in that team, you know, like it's just like just leave him alone, just let him quit. You know,
well, on top of that,
what if he wants to pass down the powers to me? Huh? What?
On top of that, though, it's like, I mean, that might be the main drive for the armor itself, but it's still Nada in there, and he still has his ambitions, and it looks like he has some sort of grasp over the powers. Like, my biggest issue with it is that it was the most obvious thing, and I was hoping the show would do a red herring. And I mean, in that way, I was like, oh, I'm surprised, because I did have expectations for this show to do something, you know, I wanted it to
we
do...
We did.
Yeah.
As little of expectations we have from the show, not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, because we've understood that we can just enjoy the show for what it is, without having it to have a super elaborate plot. Yeah, I think we were expecting at least a little bit more than just Nada being in the armor.
We'll see what added depth we'll get to it. Maybe the sort of misdirect is going to be like, you know, Nada's still sort of, I don't know, evil and devious, and he'll keep the powers or something, instead of like, oh, turning good. Maybe. We just saw, I doubt it, but I want to...
Yeah, the preview isn't leaving very much hope, because it almost seemed like the preview is going to have him already be, like, veering back to good guys, and I'm just like, come on, let us have evil Nada be front and center for at least a few episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, honestly, how evil is he? He's kind of, you know...
He's bitter.
Yeah, but he's not, like, evil, you know? He's not, like, going around, like, attacking innocents and just, like, you know...
He was ready to let Asuna die so that he could take up the mantle of Red. He was ready for Red to fail.
Oh, that's true. Go see our review for the last episode.
I mean, you could also see the episode. You don't have to see a review if you want. Go ahead.
I don't know. He's just trying to take whatever opportunity he had available, you know? It's not like they haven't lived a full life. They've lived for like over 100 years.
Oh, that's true.
Dude, hold on. Yeah. No. Just because it's full lives in our eyes, they're not... They still have life to live.
Do they, though?
Like, it's like us looking at dog years, and then the dog being like, oh, that human's been around for, say, about 7 years. It should be fine to die now.
I'm just trying to help Nada's case. He doesn't have Nada.
He has nothing.
He's got Nada in his corner. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about in this episode?
The villain.
Yo, that kid was annoying as... I don't know, curse.
Yeah,
but like...
you be careful with that. Get that monetization.
Like we had that to begin with.
Yeah. I did not care that kid lost his trashy toy dinosaur in the trash.
I remember that.
Yeah, and like whatever. Complaining about kids in Sentai is just kind of like beating a really, really dead bush. I'll just leave that be.
I think one of my favorite parts of the episode was just when the booger boy was like, "Hey, come on, good boy."
Oh yeah, just suddenly English and then not again.
Yeah.
Not again. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to say for this episode though? Alright, cool.
No.
So guys, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. And again, you can tell us in the comments down below what you thought about this episode, but because we're trying out this new structure for 2 reasons, we're going to have the watch-alongs on Monday or before the reviews, and then the reviews the next day on Tuesday, so that you can comment on what you thought about the episode in the watch-along, and we can respond to it here. Also, it gives us an opportunity to have Alex back in the fold, hopefully, give him more time to actually be here, and not dip out on us. Yeah, I think that's about it. So guys, if you like this episode, hit that. I said it already. Keep it juicy.
Yep, see ya.
Later.
All right, so let's talk about Nada 3. None of you remember the GameStop commercial where they were comparing themselves to other game stores and they were like, dude, you guys have nothing. Zip, nada. And then from behind the desk, he brings out a game. He's like, we've got Nada 3.